ready to bring you the future of the Seattle Mariners taking on the future of the Toronto Blue Jays. What a thrill to be able to bring you Canadians baseball tonight right here on Sportsnet Pacific. We do have, what do you call it, Ricky? Some inclement weather. We've got some dark clouds above us, but at the same time, I think we're going to be ready to go to get this one in. And if you ever wanted to squeeze one game in, these are the two pitchers, Ricky, that you're going to want. Grant Townsend, the right-hander for the Canadians, has been awesome. First rounder of the Seattle Mariners, George Kirby, about to come into this game. I would assume, based on your keys to the game, Ricky, Grant Townsend's job, throw strikes and really set the pace for this game.
Yeah, I think he's gotten he got the first 2 TV games, so this will be his 3rd one, so he should be a veteran by now. So
seasoned veteran.
But he's actually, the games that we've seen him on TV, he's done a tremendous job at setting that tempo, and it's why we're on this 3-game winning streak on TV.
You're not supposed to say that, Ricky. By the way,
I don't believe in any of that. I know you're the radio guy here, but I don't believe in any of that.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll put money where our mouths are. First inning brought to you by Cloverdale Paint. The official paint for the Vancouver Canadians has over 65 locations across Western Canada alone, but most importantly, it's formulated and made right here in BC. Cloverdale Paint, proudly British Columbian. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Everett Aquasox. Again, the future of the Seattle Mariners. Some great names amidst these 9. Utah Jones will lead off, playing second base, followed by Cesar Astores Jr. The All-Stars Patrick Frick and Trent Tingelstad hitting 3 and 4. Cade Marlowe hitting a very respectable .273, hitting 5th, followed by the DH Robert Perez. And if things go real good for Everett early, you'll see the likes of Cash Gladfelter, Carter Binns, and Miguel Perez rounding out the starting 9. The Aquasox, as you can see, in the road gray uniforms, very similar color schematic to their parent club in Seattle, and the Vancouver Canadians opting for their Saturday night red, the red cap, the red jersey, accents of white and silver, and it is the minor league affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Vancouver Canadians. A lot of speed in the outfield. You got Cameron Eden in center, Dominic Abadesa in left, Adrian Ramos in right, Trevor Schwecke, the All-Star, over at third. Brett Wright at first. Combination of Luis De Los Santos and the second baseman Tanner Morris up the middle. And the Vanderbilt catcher, Philip Clark, fresh off his NCAA College World Series victory, is behind the plate. Utah Jones stepping into the box. A lot of left-handed hitters in this lineup for Everett. As Grant Townsend looks in. His hometown about 15 minutes away from Everett. First pitch up and away.
96.
Yeah, 96. It's funny because he's real subtle in stature, just 5'11", 185 pounds. But yeah, that fastball gets up on you in a hurry. The 1-0 from the right-hander. He's fouled back. Count goes to 1-1. Always loved pitchers that worked quick, good tempo, and I think that the defense likes that as well.
Absolutely. You keep them on their toes more than anything, and I think super important when you're able to. The crowd enjoys it more. Up here in the booth, we enjoy it more. So
1-1 is hit into right field, setting up a little bit of a late break, and Adrian Ramos has it bounce out of his glove, and unfortunately that's a misread by the right fielder Ramos. When the ball came off the bat, it kind of knuckled out to an outfielder, and you know what, it's funny because if you've played the game of baseball, every once in a while you'll get that wobbler out towards you and you say, oh no, but it was just a misread ball. They're going to call it a hit because of the degree of difficulty, but maybe walk me through this one more time.
Yeah, I think he just got caught up. Yeah, he took that step back, and it almost seems like he misread it a little bit, and ball dropped in front of him.
Yeah, or luckily he didn't get past him, though.
It didn't get past him, yeah.
So you got a runner on at first base. Grant Townsend, I think you could probably put the tag of ace on him if you were to do the first 25 games of the season. In each of his first 3 starts, he was really dominant, and then had a little tweak of the neck, and that put him on the shelf for about a week and a half. And by the time he got back, shook off the rust, well, here we are tonight in Vancouver. Cesar Astores now steps into the box. Canadians infield with double play depth. First pitch from Townsend on its way. Fastball misses low. Ricky, one thing I love when I watch him is he hides the ball really well. You don't see the ball until it's on its way to the plate.
And that's called deception sometimes, and I think that's why hitters, at times, you see some of the swings they put off of him. You can see they struggle picking up that ball. And the other thing, it's coming in at 90 plus. So definitely helps. That deception helps a little bit, or a lot.
Next pitch missed as well, 2-0. There are some pretty, sorry, Ricky, there's some pretty ominous skies above us. As a pitcher, does that make you work quicker knowing what the forecast is?
I actually like this kind of weather when you're out there pitching. I mean, it just feels good. Obviously, you're hoping the rain holds up, but it's a good feeling because you build up nice sweat and it's still cool. It's tougher when it's really hot and humid.
It's the best of both worlds.
Kind of weird to see his Surge Jr. because I played against his dad.
They all come around, don't they? High drive into right field. This is going to chase Ramos back towards the warning track. Just shy of the wall. Ramos is going to reach up, come down with a baseball, and that is going to send Utah Jones back towards first base. And the first out of this baseball game is recorded. This is one of those ballparks, and it doesn't matter if you're a AAA player or a short season player. Balls to right field have a real tough time jumping over that fence, and we see that there. That ball was struck pretty well by Ustoris and went to die.
It did, and Ramos played it really, really good off. It almost seemed like he knew where he was at exactly on the warning track, and he was playing the wall, so good play by him. And what an arm too. Yeah. See that throw in?
Patrick Frick, the third baseman, steps in. First pitch that he sees misses, and the count goes to 1-0. There's a gentle breeze blowing directly in. If you were watching your TV, it'd be as if the TV was blowing right out towards you on the couch. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch from Townsend on its way, and it's fouled off. 1-1. Dimensions here at the ballpark: 385 to straightaway center. It is 335 to right field, but a very generous 320 to left field. That's where you'll find the Hey Y'all porch, where everybody's enjoying their all-they-can-eat buffet tonight.
You know what, Rob? It's 320, but we really haven't seen a lot of home runs here.
And you ain't lying. It's true. Only 4 this season.
You would think, yeah, with it being short distance, you still don't see very many balls squared up and over that fence.
Well, it's funny. Different ballparks throughout minor league baseball all have their quirks. For instance, in Spokane, they've got a short porch, but it's in right. Everett, the team that we're playing, they've got a really short porch in right center field. And you know what? All these teams get used to it. But you're right, Ricky. Very rarely does that feature in the outfield come into play.
Yeah, and I think it's what you were talking about, how the ball just dies here. It gets up in that air, and it just comes right back down. So you really, really have to square it up and hope it goes.
Yeah, hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Top of the first, no score. Everett's got a runner on at first. And there's 1 out. Grant Townsend would love a ground ball. Instead, it's a pitch that is low. The count balances at 2-2. It's been a tough stretch for the Canadians. They have lost 5 of their past 6 games. They were swept down at Tri-City, came home, and they're taking on a team that so far this season has had their number. Everett Aquasox are 10-4 against Vancouver. How about that pitch right at the knees on the outer third? And that's what the doctor ordered. So now you got 2 outs, and it'll bring up the 4-hitter Trent Tingelstad. And you know, Ricky, every once in a while you want to see your guy step up and compete, and I think we just got a little of that right there.
Absolutely, right there. Nice pitch down and away, and there's not much a hitter can do with that.
Some pitchers look as if they're just fighting off an offense, and then there's other ones that attack an offense. And you'll see every once in a while from Grant Townsend, he really gets down to business. Fastball in for a strike at 93. Count goes to 0-1.
I like that. I like that. Attacking offense. And they make them make the adjustment to you. You don't make the adjustment to them. I think that's the biggest thing. As a starter or as a pitcher, just in general, you want to set that tempo and make sure you let them know who's boss tonight.
0-1 is fouled back into the bench. Well, it is a sellout here tonight, 6,413. All 3 games of this 3-game homestand were sellouts. More than 19,000 fans crammed in this ballpark. And if you see a few empty seats, that's probably the ones that are waiting for one of their 3-foot hot dogs or some of the old Hey Y'all Southern styled iced tea to be either poured or put on the old bun. Runner still at first in the form of Utah Jones. 0-2. He's up and away.
Utah Jones just sounds like a big league name.
Oh,
what do you think?
Or a fighter pilot.
Some names just flow. His is just like,
Oh, I know.
Utah Jones.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Canadians would love a nice tidy top of the first here. Infielders at the ready. There goes the runner breaking. And it doesn't matter. It's a moot point. Swing and a miss. And Grant Townsend picks up his 2nd straight strikeout. He gets Frick and Tingelstad, the 2 all-stars from the Everett Aquasox. Both strikeout victims, and life so very well for the Vancouver Canadians at the top of the first. We're going to make our way to the bottom half of the inning. You're going to get a look at Tanner Morris, Trevor Schwecke, and Philip Clark on the other side of the break. We head to the bottom half of the inning. It's Everett 0. The Canadians coming up as you watch A&W Canadians baseball right here on Sportsnet Pacific.